Well, hello, my friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to another live CGC unboxing. 4 CGC unboxings. That's right. I have 4 more boxes that arrived. In fact, they arrived shortly after my last unboxing. I was so proud of myself. I did that Easter weekend 4 box extravaganza, right? I was all proud, and then I finished it up. I said, I got 4 done. That's excellent. It'd be at least a few days or maybe a week or so before I even get another box. Would you believe it? By Friday, I had another 4 boxes in hand. And some magazines have come back. So for those of you that have been waiting for magazines, stick around. These could be the ones you have been waiting for. Anyways, guys, got to apologize. I have not been on here yet to talk about Moon Knight yet, but I will. You know, like I said, not enough hours in the day, but what I'll probably end up doing then is do a closer. We'll wait till the last episode and we'll get on here. I'm going to try to do it that very night. Well, it'll air. I'll watch it and we'll get on here and give out these Moon Knight books. Again, some really nice Bill Sienkiewicz Moon Knight books, number 29, 2 copies of 8 and a copy of 24. I'll give it one. Well, we'll see. I'll have skill testing questions. Maybe I'll ask questions pertaining to the show itself. I don't know. I'll make this stuff up as I go, guys. And we'll give these out to some lucky people. And again, I'm almost at 1,500 subscribers. I know everything's kind of slowed down because, face it, I haven't been putting out as many videos. You don't put out as many videos, you don't get as many subscribers. But when I do hit 1,500 subscribers, and I'm very, very close, some lucky fella is going to win a $250 Comic Doctor gift certificate. They can use that towards cleaning, pressing, grading, whatever. Anyways, want to see some comic books? All right, let's get to it. Here we go. Let's start this off. It's going to be, I wouldn't say it's going to be a super long video. And by the way, if you have any questions or comments you'd like to send out my way, make sure you ask in the chat section. And the chat section should be on your right hand of the screen there. You can leave questions there. If it's a very important question, it has to be answered. Consider using that super chat. I will answer every single super chat that does come in. Let's get started. Here we go. This one here, again, I'm not sure if it's a one customer box. I don't see an invoice yet, but anyways, we start off with a Aliens number 2 in a 9.2. And we got a New Teen Titans number 1 in a 7.5. We have this. This looks very familiar to me, this box, but New Teen Titans number 1 again in a 6.5. Another New Teen Titans number 1 in a 9.2. Yeah, I think I know whose this is. I think this is a 1 box owner. Yeah, I think this is it. Rise 0 in a 9.0. We have another Rise 0 in a 9.6. Another one in a 9.0. Come on, let's have some 9.8s. Another Teen Titans in a 7.5. Ryan 9.6. Ryan 8.5. Got a lot of rides here. Amazing Spider-Man, what number is that? 325 and a 9.2. 365 and a 9.0. 362 and a 9.6. Suicide Squad number 1, right? In a 9.0. Let me put some of these back. And I will... That's almost half the box right there. Obviously, a full modern order. Remember, if you're just getting here now, 4 box extravaganza tonight, my friends. This is box number 1. There's 3 more boxes behind me, and we'll get to those in just a moment. Next, we have another Suicide Squad number 1 in a 9.0. Oh. Yeah, it's a one client owner, or a one client box, sorry. 9.6 for Spectacular Spider-Man number 1, that's 89. Spider number 1 in a 9.8. That's I think they're all newsstand, are they? I'm not sure. Another Ride in 9.0. Another 8.0. Anybody who wants a rye, Number 0, I've got a few here. I'll pass you on. We got a 9.2 and another Spider-Man. Number 1 is the Silver Edition. 9.8 in the it's a normal regular edition. We have another 9.8. There's 3 of them. That's nice. And these babies here, guys, are polybagged oftentimes, and a lot of the times you have that crease right down the middle, the similar one you see with the Ultimate Fallout 4s. So you got to pay a little more attention to these ones when you put them in the press. A simple throw them in and come out ain't going to do the trick usually. We've got a 363 and an 8.5. Another one and a 9.8. That's better. And last but not least for this box, 7.5. Wow, 363. So there you go. That's a full box for one client, and they're all moderns. So 1 box down, 3 boxes to go. If I am correct here, there are some sweet Silver Age books coming up as well in one of these boxes, I believe. Let me see who's in the house today. Let's see who's here, and then we'll get back to the where is it? We'll get back to the comics. Here we go. Let's see who is here. All right. Who do we have? We have Davey's been here for a while. Marco, how you doing, Marco? James is here. John Sherwood is here. By Odin's Beard. Someone hit the like button. Thank you, John. And hopefully others will follow suit. 22 in the room right now. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. It does help the channel out a lot. Who else is in the house? Let's see. We have Brad Koski's here. How you doing, Brad? The art chemist. How you doing, man? You need some tunes. I'm not allowed to have tunes because if I put tunes on, I'll get demonetized and they'll nail me for copyright stuff. So he can't have me. I'd love to have some tunes going in the background. Eric Williams, how you doing? Selling those Rye Zeros, even 9.6 cost more to grade than the grade they got. Yeah, they've come up and down, right? It's a spec book, right? So who knows? Put them away and keep your fingers crossed that one day they'll be worth a little more than they are. Now, you sir are a rock star. 4 boxes, I think so. Dustin's here. How you doing, Dustin? Why is that not? Oh, they're down here. There we go. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Is that at the end? That's why. All right. Wayne says 7.5 ASM 363 is worth more than the cost. Yes, it is. That's a chance to take, guys. It's a chance to take. All right. That's that one order. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Actually, be right back with some more comics. 1 sec. Okay, we are back, and I have another box. I think these are also another box of moderns. The other 2 boxes, however, I believe have magazines in them and some Silver Age goodies, I believe. I don't sneak peek. The only reason I'm saying that is because when I go onto the CGC website and I see what's shipping or what's coming up, in my mind, I think I know what's coming. So I'm just taking out some of these, some of these boards here so I can maneuver the box a little bit better. Otherwise, they're in there too tight. They put them in pretty snug. I'm almost ready to rock and roll here. Here we go. All right, that's all of them. Let's see what we got. Let's see what this box has. All right. I'll put the board in the front. First off, we have a New Mutants 87 and a 9.6. We then have, I got to check them out too because I want to make sure there's no cracks on them. Attack Comics 880 and a 9.4. Wow. No Marvel there. Oh, another Tech. And that one is issue 577. and a 7.5. That's a newsstand copy. Batman Beyond #1 and a 9.8. I wouldn't mind grabbing one of those for my own PC. Amazing Spider-Man Silver Edition 8.5. Another New Mutants 87. This one is in an 8.0. Again, I'm not seeing any invoices here, so I'm suspecting that these might belong to one owner. Malibu Sun. This is a Spawn pinup, and this is in a 9.4. Started seeing these come in a lot once they started, McFarlane was playing around with the idea of bringing up another Spawn movie or creating, moving forward on a Spawn show or something. And these Malibu Sun books started coming into the office a lot more frequently. Next, we have a Spawn 175 and a 9.4. Another one in a 9.8. That's better, in a 9.8. I don't remember who those belong to, but I do remember working on those two books, and I remember one was a little bit nicer than the other. We've got a Wolverine #1 and a 9.6. Oh, that's cool. Batman and Robin Adventures Annual #1 and a 9.6. It's a cool cover. Again, guys, if you haven't done so, hit that like button. If you like comics as much as I do, hit that like button, guys. Thank you. Right, we got a Spawn 174 and a 9.4. Another one in a 9.6. We have an Incredible Hulk 340 and an 8.0. Oh, first Gambit and a 9.6. X-Men 282, First Bishop and a 9.2. Wolverine 88 and a 9.6, a Deadpool appearance. Another 282 and a 9.6. Almost done this one. A few more to go. Another one in a 9.4. Two weeks, my friends, until we see Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And who knows what surprises are going to be in that movie. And some of these books might jump up in value quite a bit. Some might actually plummet because there's been lots of speculation as to what's going to happen in that movie. And again, like we've talked about before, those movies seem to be a real agitator when it comes to the prices of these comic books, right? What do we have next here? We have a Batman Adventures 12 and a 7.5. I think I know who that belongs to. And then we have an X-Men #4 and a 9.6. Another one in a 9.2. That's all right. Vengeance of Bane and a 9.8. What's with this? All right, check this out. So yeah, these guys here are they're a little finicky to press, my friends. Remember, there's no staples in this Vengeance of Bane. It has it's glue, and it's like a square bound book, right? So it takes a different approach. But when you heat up glue, what tends to happen? It tends to activate. And so oftentimes you're not careful, if you don't prep it proper, and you see those wonderful ripples that the CGC inner well now causes. Eric, if you're still there, check that out. Look at that. Hate that. Absolutely hate that. Design flaw CGC on those friggin' inner wells. Get rid of these inner wells and come up with something a little better. They're terrible. Don't like that. Anyways, back to the book itself. When you press these books, the glue oftentimes activates. So you got to prep it proper so the glue's not activating and then kind of being squished into the book. You know, again, it takes some practice. You got to be very careful, but I'm happy this one came back in 9.8. Very nice. But I really wish they'd do something with that inner well. I can't stand it. And I don't know what to tell you about that. Me and Eric were talking about that today, about the squashed books. All right, get in there. What else do we have here? We got a couple more on this box. I'll go back to the chat and say hi. Batman number 423 and a 9.4. Early McFarlane cover. And finally, we have a 9.0 of the exact same book. I could not believe a client came into the shop yesterday on Saturday morning, as many often do, and told me this book, I had no idea, a 9.8, this book is worth over $2,000. I was like, really? It's bonkers, guys. Blows my mind. I would not pay that much for that book. That's me, though. That's me. What do I know? Let's go back to chat room. We got 33 in the house now, guys. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button and leave some comments. Let's see what you guys are talking about now. Where is my chat area? There it is. Prince Zodiac right away. Tip from Prince Zodiac. My gosh, Neil, you are a scholar and a gentleman. Thank you very, very much for that tip. Certainly do appreciate that. Lewis, stick around, buddy. I think one of your books is here. I think you want to stick around. Wayne says, did you get your tickets for Doctor Strange, Kev? I'll be seeing it May 5th at 4 PTC. Join us on me. Tickets were bought a month ago. Whenever they first came online, I bought them. So we're going to see it Thursday at 6:30. 6:30. Right after school, we'll go to get a bite to eat and go straight to the theater and watch it. Very, very. And then only a month and a half later, we even get the Thor movie, right? Which is pretty awesome. Very excited about that. I think I'm too close to the microphone. That's probably better there. Yeah, very excited about that. Who else is in the house here? And the Thor trailer James mentioned. Yes, I saw that as well. Pretty cool. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, John Michaels here. How you doing, sir? Pappy praise the doc. He has returned. Yeah, I know. Not as often as I'd like, guys. I will start doing more videos again as we get into June. I again, just going back to work was a lot of work, and it's not leaving me a lot of time. And I'm going to tell you know how many books I pressed last week after Easter. I pressed books up till Easter Monday. Guess how many books I pressed from Tuesday until Friday? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Guess how many books I pressed in those 4 days? You ready? Zip. 0. You know why? Because I was organizing those 4 boxes of comics, and then I was doing a huge CGC submission. It's when the CGC takes a lot of time, especially when I'm doing the sheer the volume of CGC books that I'm doing. When I'm sending out, say I'm going to do a 100 book submission, that'll take me probably 3 hours to put into the computer, and then I got to pack it all up, do my FedEx paperwork. It all takes time, and so unfortunately that does eat into my pressing time, which really sucks. It doesn't always happen that way, but it did last week. So I'm happy to say I was back at it today. I'm going to shove about 18 books in there tonight. I've got about 18 books in the humidor right now. So getting right back at it. Anyways, Patrick, you're psychic, I guess, because your books are right behind me there. They're getting ready to go in. Let's see here. Anybody else? There he is. Patrick says, good evening, everyone. This is a nice Sunday night treat. Congratulations to all the slab owners. Yes, it is. It certainly is. Davey says, do you remember when DC used to use too much water in their glue mixture when manufacturing Justice League of America 200 back in 81, 82, and the cover near spine was all wrinkly? I remember wrinkly spines on those, but I didn't know specifically that was the reason why. That's very interesting. But that being said, I think the real Hyperion's in here right now. He gave me a copy of Journey to Mystery Annual #1 First Appearance of Hercules. And by the way, guys, it looks like we're going to be having Hercules in the Thor movie. I knew it was going to happen, and I got like 3 or 4 copies of that kicking around somewhere. But anyways, James gave me an 8.5 he wanted me to crack and redo, and I did it, and it came back. I went up half a grade. It might even be here, maybe. It could be actually here. And I was very happy, but I told James after I pressed it, it had this wrinkly waviness to it. I don't usually see on the square bound books from Marvel, but this one had it. And I pressed it, and it made a difference, but it still had... After 4 presses, I said, okay, I'm not doing it anymore. It had that waviness to it. It still went up half a grade. Very happy. Went from an 8.5 to a 9.0. Maybe we're going to see it in one of the boxes behind us in just a second. Let's take a couple more comments, and we'll go over there right now. Are you in love with chat mode? You missed some questions of mine. Is that what happened? You know what? I think I do like it better. I try to go back, but you know what? Just repeat yourself. If you want me to, just go ahead and copy and paste it, and I'll see it again. John Sherwood, Star Wars 9.8 sold April 4th for $6,900. 10 days later, $7,600 on eBay. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Henry, happy Easter from Montreal. What the heck? Happy Easter. Oh, I guess it's what do you call it? Orthodox Easter weekend, I think. Is it not? Happy Easter to you too. Peter G. Wayne, yeah, got to love that love chat. Pappy, ASM 300 come back? Well, not yet. Let's find out. Let's go back. Guys, I'll be right back with another box. Give me 1 second to prep it. Okay, I am back. We've got CGC has 2 sizes of boxes, and this is the bigger box because this one does have magazines in it, but I'm not very happy because they only sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. They sent 20 comics back here. Well, 19 comics and 1 magazine, which is kind of aggravating because I tell them I want 25 books back to kind of maximize the shipping costs. Anyways, they didn't listen. And by the way to the next one, I got a feeling they did the exact same thing with the next one. But let's start this one off with a magazine because I think I know who this one belongs to. Is this the one? Is this yours, Lewis? Been waiting a long time for this foom. Really long time. Hopefully it's not cracked, and it's not. Seems to be in pretty good shape. Yeah, so it's a Foom number 10, an 8.5. It's a pretty cool cover. New X-Men cover, article and centerfold predates Giant Size X-Men 1 and X-Men 94. So obviously you know the significance of this book. It predates the new X-Men team. Complete with Wolverine and all the new characters, Storm and not Cyclops, but Colossus and Nightcrawler. Yeah, pretty cool. Well, there you go. I'm glad it's finally back, Lewis. I know I've been waiting a long time for this one. And all we did was wait. And again, guys, now when it comes to magazine submissions, I'm only sending magazines under the standard magazine tier. Yes, it's a bit more money, but the book is back. Not in a year like this sucker, but actually in a month or 2. So that's the way I'm going with it until things get improved. If they get on top of their turnaround times for magazines, and I'll obviously go back to offering all the different tiers. But I just don't want to be. I'll tell you, the economies are really bugging me too, man. I hate how long the economies are taking. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we have. I'm not sure who's are in this box, but we're gonna soon find out. We have a four book order right here. Come on. Oh, come on. Static Cling, keeping it in there. We got a ASM newsstand copy in a 9.6 at 252. Nice copy there. I'll put that thingy right back in there. We have 3 more to go with it, and we have a, oh, wow. Nothing wrong with that. 9.8 Secret Wars number 8, and a white pager at that. Very, very nice. And then these 4 books all go together. And again, another Malibu Sun, like I said, a 9.2. And finally, we have an 8.5, 340, and again, in a newsstand copy. That's not a bad little submission. So congratulations to that 4-book owner, the owner of those 4 books. There we go. Next, we have another. This one is a 12-book order. And we have a copy of Avengers 196, 7.0, probably submitted around the time Black Widow was coming out. And they ruined the Taskmaster character in that movie pretty badly. We've got a 129, 8.5. What are we doing here? We have a 316 and a newsstand 316 in a 9.8. Let's have a nice look at that. That's still a very nice book. The prices have kind of softened on this one a bit, but still the newsstand copy of this issue is the one you'll want, and someone has it now. So congratulations. That's awesome. Nice copy for sure. That's a really nice looking book. Yeah, and I'm looking at it, and the waves are still there. The way I think what it is that the inner well is being pinched by the acrylic slab itself. And because it's doing that, it's putting pressure on it, and then in turn, it's putting a little bit of pressure on the comic book on the inside. So that's what I think's happening. Let's go back here and see what else we have. Where did I lay off? Right. There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys, I got mixed up here. We have a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 298, right? No, I get mixed up with 299 sometimes. 298 and 9.2. We have a Transformers number 1 and a 9.2, and it is a newsstand. I think it's Canadian price variant, actually. That's pretty cool. We have a Spider-Man number 1 and a 9.8. This is the gold edition. And a 9.8. Let's take that out. Have a nice look how shiny and nice it looks. There you go. Right. We have a copy of First Thunderbolts 9.8. Hulk 449. Pretty sweet. And I wonder what they're going to do now that our Thunderbolt Ross passed away. Actor Hurt, Jonathan Hurt, right? That's his name, Jonathan Hurt, I believe. Timothy Hurt. Oh my gosh, help me. It's Hurt, last name Hurt. Anyways, he passed away a few weeks back, heart problems, I believe, and Timothy Hurt, I think is his name. But there was all sorts of talk about him being the Red Hulk, and now he's passed. I wonder if they're going to recast or what they're going to do. 9.6 and a Wolverine number 1, 1988. Thundercats. Oh, Thundercats in a 9.6. Very nice. Okay, and that's it for this box. That's it for this box, guys. You know what? I didn't see any Silver Age, did you? I want some Silver Age, and there better be some Silver Age in this next one, because there was one book in particular I was very excited to see. It was a book I think I did a What's in the Press on this book. One of the last What's in the Presses I did, and I was very excited because it was a sweet copy. I don't want to say what it is. I'll surprise you if it's there. And I thought it was on its way back, but maybe it's coming back in a box this week. Who knows? We got one more box, my friends. Don't go anywhere, and I'll be right back. All right, they did the exact same thing. They seem to have given me another box of approximately 20 books. This time I've got 3 magazines, and I have a feeling these magazines belong to Jeff out of Port Dover. And Jeff drove all the way from Port Dover yesterday to pick up his selection. He had a couple of boxes of books, and I said to him yesterday, I've got 4 boxes at home, and Murphy's Law is your 3 magazines are going to be in one of those boxes. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think these are his. I do. If one of them's a Raphael, is that Raphael? If one of them's a Raphael, I think it's it. Oh, it makes no difference. Anyways, guys, I guess I did pretty good there. 3 boxes, no problems. Bada bing, bada boom. Now that's, people are often telling me, Kevin, are they going to, you know, my slab has been scuffed. My slab has got a little scratch on it. Will they repair it? No, they won't repair it anymore. But they'll repair this. This is terrible. Look at that. The whole slab is just totally, where is it? Look at that. It's totally coming apart. So that's one, you know, the guy's been waiting how long for this? And now he's going to wait a little bit longer as I send it back. Although the mechanical errors won't take as long as these. Let's see if any more were smashed. Let's see if any more were smashed. Here is a Turtles number 4, 8.5. And I don't see any cracks on this one. Well, there it is right there, by the way. This one seems... The magazine slabs do seem a lot flimsier than the comic book slabs. I don't see any... is that a crack? No, there's no crack. I don't see any cracks on this one. No, this one seems to be okay. And that's an 8.5. The number 3 was a 9.6. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see if the last magazine... I don't think these are Jeff's, actually, because Jeff had a copy of Raphael as well. And I don't see a Raphael on there, unless this is... Oh, no, it's not it. This is nice. Pretty big book. Big book alert, guys. Big book alert. And this one hopefully has no cracks because this is a first printing of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. The very first print. You can have a look at that a little closer. It's a 6.5. It had a slight, I'm not sure if it's a tear, but it had lots of color up there. But a nice solid book. This one pressed out pretty nice. There's before and afters of this one on my Instagram channel if you want to go check it out. And I don't see any cracks on this one. What the hell is that? What the heck? Oh, that's the inner well, I guess. That's weird. Yeah, that's not bad. But the inner well kind of leaves this... It looks like there's an indentation going around the entire perimeter of the book, but it's just the inner well. I think it's the plastic of the inner well, not the book itself. It better not be, but I don't see any cracks on this one either, which is fantastic. Very happy about that. So I do not believe these are Jeff's after all. So Jeff, if you're watching, I don't think these ones are yours. And I think these ones may have been sent under standard, and that is why they came back so quick. The TMNT is obviously a walkthrough book. The other 2, standard? No, magazine modern. I don't know. Maybe they are his. I gotta find out. Anyways, let's see what else is in this box, guys. Let's see what else is in here. Let's go to the front of the box. Let me take some of these boards out first. This one. Okay. Again, a box of around 20. We have this is a 14. Oh, come on. We got 14 comics in this one order here. She-Hulk number 1 and a 9.6. Close, but no cigar, unfortunately. All right, let's see what else we have. We have a Miss Marvel number 1 and a 7.5. We have, I'm going to check these comic slabs. Captain America, number 354 and a 9.6. Want to make sure there's no more busted slabs. Wolverine number 1 and a 6.0. Guys, I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong about these. I guess we're going to have a couple of big boxes coming in soon. 9.6 Spawn number 1. I could have swore there was going to be some Silver Age, and I don't see any. Iron Man number, what is that? This first roadie, 118 and a 9.6. We've got Alias number 1 and a 9.6. Guys, come on, CGC. Give me some 9.8s for crying out loud. 9.2. Marvel Comics Presents number 72. X-Men, first appearance of Alpha Flight, 7.0. Full appearance of Alpha Flight, that is. We've got a X-Men 141 and a 7.0. Invincible Iron Man number 9 and a 9.2. Eternals number 1 and a 9.2. Now that book's come down a lot. Thundercats, oh, finally a 9.8. That's a nice looking comic right there. Yeah. Very nice. Would have liked a few more 9.8s. I'm sure the owner would have too. It's funny, these bags that CGC gives, you know, I swap them out when I can. When I have enough stock of the OPH bags, I'll swap them when I have time and when I have enough in stock. I was doing some for Jeff actually on Saturday. He's like, no, don't change them. I like the CGC bags. He prefers these ones. So it got me thinking maybe some guys do like those better. What do we have now? We have 9.8 first Mr. Sinister. That's okay. Thank you. I'll take that. That's 2 9.8s. Oh, another order now. This is a 5-book order. We got a long shot number 1 and a 9.2. Oh, let's keep that in there like that. We have She-Hulk number 1 and a 9.4. Yeah, I'm going to go to the CGC site in just a second and see what's going on with those Silver Age books, because I could have swore they were coming back. We've got a first appearance of Jubilee and X-Men 244 and a 9.4. Right there. And two more. Venom and Hydra Man appearance and Spider-Man 315 and a 9.8. That's better. I want to see some 9.8s, man. And what else we have? Another 9.8? No, 9.6. Black Panther. I'm on. Let's get into focus here. Hello. There we go. 9.6. Black Panther number 11. Look what these bozos did. Look at the label. It's frustrating, right? It's frustrating. And I got to send that back too. I know they're busy, but come on, man. Come on. Like, seriously, that's crap. Now we got to send that book back as well, which is a real irritating thing to do. So I'm going to take that one book. I got an email. Well, look at that, eh? I just got smashed. Anyways, it is, but that's not bad. I haven't had a cracked book in a few weeks, so not a terrible thing. Let's go over the chat with 37 people watching, 34 likes. That's good. Thanks, guys. 38 watching. Any questions or comments? Any questions about comic book pressing? Questions about the hobby of collecting comic books? CGC questions? Now's the time to ask. Go to the chat window. Send me your questions. If you want it answered 100% for sure, because sometimes I skip over questions here and there for time purposes, a super chat will get your question read for sure. Let me go back to the chat window and see who is with us tonight. All right. Let's go here and see. Go back a little bit. Yeah, there he is. What's going on here? Oh, sorry. Okay, great. So yeah, Pappy, no 300 today. JP, how you doing, JP? What month are you pressing now? JP, I am pressing books from the entire fall season. So anywhere from September, late September up until December, we're working on books. Smaller orders are getting done kind of as quickly as we can. I'm now going to tackle a few bigger orders. I got one from Patrick I'm working on right now. Was on live just a few minutes ago. And then I've got a big order from Jason I've got to get working on. It's ongoing. But I'm hoping that we're going to be out of, I don't even know when. I'm not going to take any more books in though until we catch up. That's it. I can't. I want to get well into the new year. And here we are in the new year. I don't like this. But anyways, that's the situation currently, JP. David Bell, hello. Any news for my submissions? July 10 submission date? Maybe, David. Were they? If you got to look at what tier they were, right? So if they went in, if you submitted them to me, if your submission date was July, they should be gone by all means. I believe they are. And did I bill you? Because if I billed you, the date that I billed you is kind of the date in which CGC sort of maybe got your books, maybe a bit earlier than that, but you can use that billing date as a time as to, to figure out what, how much longer your books are going to be. If you want to send me an email or a text with those details, I can give you a better idea as to where you're at. James says his journey into mystery number, annual number 1 went from an 8 to a 9, not from 8.5 to a 9. So that's even better. That's great. Thanks. Or is it here? There it is. Okay. Wayne, really, you guys get that? I mean, live chat? Yep. Wayne, if you submit a modern valued 400 or less than 400, or greater than 400, does that become standard automatically and no fast track on that, correct? Well, look I know guys that take a chance. They'll send $600 books, $700 books under modern, and sometimes they get through, sometimes they don't. You try it, right? What'll happen is if the book is valued at more and they want to make a deal, give you a problem with that. If they have a problem, they'll bump it into a standard tier. Once they put it into a standard tier, then you'll get the standard tier's turnaround times. It's not fast tracked, right, Wayne? It's not fast tracked. It's moved to a different tier, and the standard tier does tend to be faster, or is faster than modern or economy. What does Jim say about my hair? Hair is looking good today, really? I was out doing some yard work. I was trying to get some air today. I was inside all day, and then around 5. The reason why I wasn't here at 5:45 is at 5 o'clock, my wife's like, let's go for dinner. So we went out to dinner, and I was at dinner ordering my food. Oh my God, I got a live stream in like 20 minutes. So that's what happened. I came home, and I did a bit of yard work to get some air, some fresh air, because I don't get fresh air anymore. It's a nice day out today here. We hit 19 degrees just outside of Toronto today. And then, so this is I'm surprised it looks okay, but thank you, Jim. Thank you for noticing, Jim. That's so nice of you. Lou is my man. Yes, it is. It's been almost a year. Thank you. Good. William Hurt. John Hurt, I said. Timothy Hurt. William Hurt. Thank you, NDFND424. William Hurt. That Swamp Thing one is gaining some ground as of late. Such a beautiful cover. Yeah, the Swamp Thing books, all the Swamp Thing books are going kind of crazy. The Doctor is back. He's back probably once a week, guys. Maybe twice a week he'll come back. Peter, how is pressing going for large submissions from early September? Yeah, actually, I saw yours too, Peter. You're right around the corner, my friend. Your books will be going very soon. Probably the next week and a half, your books will be getting worked on, actually. Yours, Brad has a huge order. Wayne, we're finishing Wayne's up right now. Finishing up Patrick's right now. We've got these are people I just saw really in my mind. Actually, if I have my I can take a quick look and tell you. I got my binder right here. This binder here is my big order binder, like orders of large quantities. So I can just give you an idea who's kind of coming up quickly or soon. And I'm going to tell you guys, I had put people ahead with bigger, higher end books, and I got to stop. I can't do it. I can't do that anymore. I mean, if you got one book that's big, I'm going to do it and get it out of here. But if you give me 50 books, you've got one big book, it's going to wait for the other ones. I just got to I got to do it in order because it's making people wait way too long. And that was an issue. I'm telling you, about a month ago, I got 3 or 4 really large orders of very high value books. And they trumped everybody. And I told you that happens. And I mean, it is what it is, right? I have to get rid of these. I don't want these books on hand for a long time for obvious reasons, and I got them out of here. But yeah, now I'm just going to follow the dates in which they are. But anyways, coming up really soon. I'll tell you, one sec. Benjamin Kelly, Peter G, Patch right now, Jason H, Andy's are getting done as we speak. Nelson, Mike P. I said Brad as well. These are some of the bigger orders that are coming up. Renee, Pete J. Wow. Too many people. Adam M. And that gets us into late October there. So, and Daryl G. So those are all those names I just gave you. Most of those are over 30 books each, like 25 to 35 books each. Some are even more. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. I have some smaller orders from September to December. Almost all of them are not all, but almost all of them are on their way. They're done. And because I'm not doing a what's in the press right now, I guess you're not seeing it, but we are getting through some of the smaller orders. I sent a whole bunch in this week, and a whole bunch more will go in next week as well. So that's where I'm at. Anyways, Davey Clare says, anybody here have GPA? When did Tech 18 sell at CGC 6.5 off-white pages? I have it, but I don't want to check right now. Maybe somebody in the live chat could ask you or help you. Marco Cleta says, yikes. Yeah. Rob. Oh, where's Rob? Oh, look at that. Oh, Jan Michael, thank you for the tip, man. Great live stream. I think I saw some of my books. Good. I hope you did, or Jean Michael. I will sort these books probably by Wednesday. And I trained my daughter. On how to sort the books. She helped me the last time I did it. This time she's going to sort. I'm going to stand back and let her kind of sort the books because it's a lot of work. Teaching her how about the submission forms and how CGC creates invoice numbers and how the invoice numbers are consecutive for each person individually. Anyway, she's getting the hang of it. So I want to give her those duties, and I'm actually going to put her on email duty as well too. When you send books or send questions to the Comic Doctor, you may be going through my daughter Charlie first and then to me, just to help her old man out a little bit, to take some of the edge off. Because again, emails, if I have a busy day of emails, I'm on the computer answering questions for 2 hours. Right? So it is what it is, guys. Again, thank you so much for your patience. I really do appreciate it. And again, I think I told you, some guys have come by the shop already to pick up their books. I'm giving everybody a little something when they pick up their books, or when I mail your books out. You'll see it when you get your books. A little thank you from me to you for being so patient with the whole process, because it is a lengthy process. And the scary thing is, guys, it doesn't. I was saying 8 months ago, I thought for sure the CGC would be caught up by this point. I thought for sure they're going to have a new facility. They're going to hire new people. They're going to get on top of it. I thought we were going to have our turnaround times would be cut in half by this point. It doesn't seem like there's an end in sight. I don't know. The moderns seem to be going a little quicker. The economies are still as slow as a turtle. And yeah, it is what it is, right? But not taking books in right now is a great thing. Again, if you want to be one of the first ones whose books I work on, once the floodgates open again, hopefully sooner rather than later, get a submission form filled out now. I can tell you that people have been filling them out. I'm warning you now. There's already a wait list which has started, so make sure you get your name in there. Even if you don't have any books in your mind right now that you want to do, fill out a submission form. It holds you a spot in my lineup. So Jan, thank you so much for that awesome tip. I certainly appreciate that. Let's see who else is in the house. Up and down. Here we go. Rob, they'll probably regrade the Raphael. That wasn't a Raphael. They won't regrade that book. No, the book looks fine. They'll look it over to make sure that the inner well isn't damaged, and they'll just reslab that sucker. They probably won't even take it out of the inner well. I bet they'll probably just put it in a new slab and send it back. I hope. A 9.6 is a nice grade. Eric, those inner wells are not well. I agree with you 100%. Again, I like the inner well. They used to have an inner well that was just flat. You know, they'd have two pieces of Mylar. They would sandwich the comic and they would just seal it around the edges. And there was no inner like well that you had the comic would fit into. It was just sealed around the edge. And I thought that was a better, simpler design. They did that for a while and they got rid of those too. But again, even in that design, if that inner well is being pinched or pushed in from the edges, then there's going to be problems. Then there's going to be waviness in the comic book, right? So I don't know what the answer to that is. Is it going back and coming up with a new design altogether? I don't know. Mike Pitt, hey Mike, how's it going? I thought your Avengers number 4 was going to be here today. That's what I was excited about. It's been graded. I'm not going to tell you the grade, but it's kind of around where I said I thought it would be. That was a nice comic. I'm glad that 6.5 that you're happy with that TMNT. It did turn out really nice. Colin Smith says, did I miss anything? Just a few books. Brad, I need replacement staples. Yeah, get them. Get them. Where's my thing? Okay. Again, Jan, thank you for that nice tip. Woohoo! Wayne says. Bernardo Garcia. Hey, Doc, how you doing? How you doing, Bernardo? JP, I was planning to use my own account for the CG submissions, but I think I'm not going to renew. What will happen with my submission that was ordered on November? Thanks. JP, you still can use your... Now, you were going to send your own books, or did you want me to send your books with your account? We should talk about that, JP. Now, if you're Canadian, I think you're Canadian, if I remember correctly. But if you're not, you should still use your account. We got to talk because shipping and all that. I'm just going to be honest, guys. A lot of people have come to me who have bought accounts. Canadians have come to me who bought CGC accounts or signed up for the subscription. And then when they got their first order back and saw how expensive it was to have 4 or 5 or 6 books shipped back, they flipped out and they're like, what the hell? And yeah, CGC is not kind to Canadian clients where shipping is concerned. Now, if you're American, the shipping rates are pretty good. I mean, you can ship from Sarasota to Los Angeles. I don't have my paperwork over there somewhere, but no, I can't get at it. But it's like $18 US for, I think, up to 3 books. For a Canadian to ship 3 books back to Canada, it's closer to $100. Expensive. It's expensive. So, JP, it might be better off to have me do it all because my shipping rates, I charge $10 a book coming back, right? Actually, if you have a lot more books, I bring that price down a little bit. It's kind of it's a sliding scale, right? It could be as cheap as $8 a book returned. So let's talk, JP. Let's get on the phone this week and talk about that, all right? And we'll see what's best for you. But and if you want to still use your account, you probably can. I'll tell you how. RP, hey man, how's it going? You get your Doctor Strange? Yes, I did. Very excited. James says Detective Comics 18 sold December 28th, 2021 for $13,900. Thanks, James, for helping out. Walkthrough has improved to 4 days. That's good to see. Henry, keep up the good work. Thanks, Henry. I'll try. RP Kevin, I submitted my 6 books in end of November, early December. Did I miss here? Did you say you're working on those? Yes, we are working on them right now. Yours could be done. If it was only 6 books, there's a chance yours might already be on their way to CGC or could even be there. I've got a stack of around 25 invoices here I have not billed yet. So again, I'm not 100% sure. It might not be, but they could be either being worked on right now or they could even be there on their way. I don't want to ask you for your real name, RP, unless you want to give me your first name, because I don't, it's hard for me to remember everyone's names, aliases on YouTube. If I see what your first name is, that might help me. Wayne, can you, but can you swap a wrap from one comic to another? Sure you can. If you want to, you can. But sometimes that's detectable, right? And if they do detect that, you're going to get a green label. So you got to be very careful with that sort of thing. You can be very, very careful with that sort of thing. But yeah, it can be done, Wayne. It can be done. Now, why can't I read any more of the bottom here? Well, I think I got to move it up a little bit. There we go. Whoop. Let's go like that. Right there. Wayne, or Davey. Yeah, September. Okay, JP, yes, I was there last November. I was going to use my account for the subs. I'm from Mississauga. Okay. Listen, what you can do, JP, and this goes for anybody, I'm happy to send people's books using their own accounts. A lot of American clients will who have their own accounts, I will send it, they'll send me their actual PDF of the submission form, and I will just send their books to CGC on their behalf. And once they arrive at CGC, they'll take care of it. It's out of my hands at that point. It becomes their account and it's their issue. So same thing goes for you, JP. You can still fill out the, if your CGC subscription is still going on, fill out the form now. Fill it out, and I can send it for you when they're done. I can ship them right there. And then once they get there, again, they're on you, right? But that's what I'm trying to say. What are the savings you're going to get using your account versus how much they're going to charge you for shipping? And I forget, did you mention how many books you had, JP? I don't see it. I don't remember. But again, we can chat. If you want to give me a call this week, we can figure it out and go from there. NDFND424. I dropped off 12 books to you on your birthday. Hope you'll invoice me soon. I hope so too. On my birthday. Wow, I know it's terrible. Yeah, a lot smaller book orders are on their way, which I'm very happy to report. JP says, I emailed you my submission form. Perfect, JP. I think we talked about this before, so I can still use that submission form because it was printed, it was printed already, you know what I mean? But again, how many books are there? We may have already talked about this. And if I did just, 17 modern books, see how much it's going to cost to ship 17 modern books back, JP. Seriously, see how much it's going to cost you. 17 books, I'm probably going to charge you for shipping. I'll tell you right now. 17. Be 136 Canadian. To ship those 17 back, it's 136 Canadian plus HST, but that's how much I'm going to charge to ship those books back from Sarasota to Oshawa. All right. So see how much CGC is going to charge you. And then determine whether or not it's cheaper for you to use my account over your own account. Because you're going to save what? I think 10% with them using your own account. So just check into that. But again, if not, we can have a look. Give me a call this week. We'll figure out, we'll find out exactly where your books are at. I know they're coming up. RP, my first name's Rick. I had brought you that second Nova book, CGC Old Label. You said you'd give me a call when you got to my books because we wanted to see if I was worth sending my first submitted raw Nova. Second Nova book, CGC Old Label. Oh, I don't remember, RP. I don't remember. RP, I'm assuming you didn't get to them yet. As I recall, you wrote a note to give me a call. Okay, then I will give you a call when that happens then. Yeah, I'll call you soon then. James, when are the Moon Knight books being given out? Yeah, I'm going to give those babies out. And James brings that up again for anybody who's still here or just getting here. I was supposed to give these out already, or at least a couple of them out already. I was going to give out 2 of these already. I'm going to give out these Moon Knight books on the last day of the series, which is, I think, 2 more episodes to go. We'll come on here that night. I'll have some skill testing questions. I'm going to give out these nice Moon Knight, Bill Sienkiewicz Moon Knight books. They're worth about $20 to $50 a piece probably now, I would think. So not too shabby. All right. So guys, if you have questions about your submissions, if you're concerned, JP, I hope you'll reach out to me by phone or text and we can shoot the breeze. Maybe give me a holler tomorrow. And we can try to figure out where exactly your books are at and we can streamline that to get, if you want to use your account to get those books there before your account, time's out. Okay. Anyways, my friends, I think that is it. There's no more questions coming in, and I think I am parched, and I'd like to get some more water as I'm almost out. My friends, thanks for coming by today for this 4-box extravaganza. I'm pretty certain more boxes are on the way because books that I had anticipated were going to be in these boxes were not there. So make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be the first to know when I go live in future. And be sure to also leave comments in the comment section below, because by doing so, you always often increase your chances of winning prizes when I do have giveaways. And again, when I hit 1,500 subscribers, $250 gift certificates going to be given out, a Comic Doctor gift certificate. So be sure to be here for that as well, too. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend, your Sunday night. And until next time, bye for now.